What is going on, BitComms? Welcome to 1 Hour Thursday. Thank you for joining me, Biggy T, on Biggy TV. It is truly a blessing and a privilege to share a portion of your day with you right here on Biggy TV. But most importantly, dress to impress, even if it's for yourself. Thank you for joining me today, BitComms. It is a 1 Hour Thursday stream today. We only have 1 hour stream, so let's get to it. We've a lot to talk about. I have a poll up currently on YouTube. It is in relation to fantasy football. If you guys don't know what happened yesterday, so we had put in a waiver to pick up a free agent player. Not to say that this player is going to be super dominant, but it is a player that scored a lot of points in the previous week. So therefore, we are under the impression and assumption that this player may continue to score more points with a team that is currently doing very well. So, with that being said, do you guys feel that that is something weird that somebody who's in 10th place in a league of 10 wasn't able to draft this person or pick up this free agent over somebody who's currently sitting in second place overall in the league? Do you feel that that's fair? Do you feel that something needs to be done? Or do you feel that the commissioner of this league is probably being bought and paid for? You guys let me know. Comment your guys' responses. We shall see. But there's definitely something different in our league that is not the same in others. Again, I told Dodd not to change any rules this year. My assumption was that last year these were the same rules that were in place that are this year. The point system, that seems to still be true, which is why I was very honest and open with all of you from what we had seen and experienced last season in Biggy TV Fantasy Football League, was that those who utilized wide receivers as their players and utilized them in 3 different spots, or at least players that can receive balls, such as tight ends, but it would have to be a terrific tight end to receive the amount of points that wide receivers receive, right? Consistently, at least. But also, there's certain matchups there, right? You have to make sure that when you're picking these players, you're also understanding that there's somebody to pass them the ball to. So remember that when playing in the Biggy TV Fantasy Football League for next season. I'm not saying that it's totally rigged or broken, but it does seem that there's something off. That when somebody, Honda, is picking up a player over Biggy T, who's currently sitting 0-3 and is in complete dead last of the Biggy TV Fantasy Football League, it seems to be there's something off. Now, don't get me wrong. I've also run into some tragic, unfortunate moments. Aaron Rodgers, very first game out, very first week 1, as you guys know, was immediately hurt after his first play. Immediately ripped his Achilles and is out for the entire season, right? So yes, stuff like that happens in fantasy football, absolutely. He wasn't my first round draft pick or anything like that. I still have my wide receivers, and I do have still a very strong core wide receiver core. So with that being said, I still believe that the Biggy TV Fantasy Football League will still do well. And I believe when it comes to the postseason, the playoffs, when also for those teams and those specific, top tier players, it's going to be even more important in those final weeks. So the way that fantasy football works is the way the playoff system works. It's still during the regular season, right? You play about 12 weeks of games, and then the final 4 weeks, which is still in the regular season, that is when your players are utilized in the same way that you've utilized them all season to play in what's called a playoff run, right? And then a championship run by week 16 in football, but the actual football season goes 17 weeks, right? So, it's all about trying to make sure that you utilize the your bye weeks with your players and things such as that. But again, it's going to become more important for those players too. Now, if their team's totally out of the running, they may not play as well, but they still could. So again, that's why you always want those top tier players, but you need those top tier players to perform. And an example of that was Biggy T this past week. CeeDee Lamb, his team played horribly against Arizona. That's not CeeDee Lamb's fault. He's a part of that team, yes, and he takes a portion of the blame. But I can't blame him specifically. He still put up points for Biggy T, and he's still a consistently good player. And that's what you want for your team. And again, the reason I speak of him specifically is because he's a top tier player and a wide receiver, which scores a lot of points in our fantasy football league. I just think that there's something that seems a little bit off when somebody is picking up another player. But I hope you guys are having an awesome week. And we're to Thursday, almost to Bow Tie Friday. We already got through the middle of the week, hill that I like to call. And today is Thursday. It's 1 hour Thursday. So we don't have much time. Let's look at fantasy football scores really quick, and then we're going to jump into it with some FORTNITE, as you guys can see. But I believe that Dodge should be joining me. So, and we'll see who else is on. Maybe Uno's on. I didn't even look. Oh, he is. So it looks like we may get the privilege to have Uno join us for the probably one game. We probably have time for one game. I just like to be on the safer side. If we have one quick game, then, we could probably run another one back, but I try to make sure that, if I say it's a 1 hour Thursday, that we stay within the, the confines of the 1 hour time frame. So, all right. So here's where we're at for fantasy football. As you guys can see, Uno's against Staten RPGs. Staten has all of his players. Well, he does have one questionable wide receiver, Hopkins. Does he have anybody on his bench that's wide receiver eligible? He could put in more. But he's probably also looking at matchups. That's more important what I look at when I look at these fantasy football stuff. I don't know every player. I don't know every team. I more so look at matchups and what I believe historically the team has done. Again, I could have told you that coming into the season, that Miami wouldn't have fared well. I do know that they scored a lot of points last season. I only know that from fantasy. Again, I don't pay attention to this stuff. I don't watch every team. I don't watch every play. I don't watch, I'm not one of those Sunday locked into, a sports book, Vegas style, or again, even at a friend's home, which I'm invited to. You guys know this. You guys know that I have a standing appointment with a friend that just moved back that's also a 49ers fan, and I am welcome into his home with his amazing setup, I will say, by the way, to watch the football events, right? And that's kind of what they do. You know what I mean? They make a day out of it. They have special meals, special food, snacks, all that stuff. So they totally go all out. That's their one day of the week. They go all out and go crazy, and I think it's awesome. And I feel blessed to be able to be a part of something as fun and as cool as that. So, but again, I don't know every player. Again, I look at Moore and I go, oh, he's projected to put up 11.49 points, and he's not questionable for his game. Staten believes that against Cincinnati that Hopkins might do fairly well, and that is why he's I would assume leaving him in, or he just hasn't had time to look at his team. But other than that, he doesn't have any hurt. It looks like Uno doesn't have anybody hurt, so it's really just going to come down to if the projections that they pull off. Now, obviously, he has a top-tier wide receiver, Jefferson from Minnesota, who has consistently, I will say this, has consistently put up at least 10 points or more in our fantasy football league, okay? Not every week has he put up the 20, so I would say every week he's projected to put up about 20. I would say that's been pretty consistent. Kind of like when we go to Ender's Dodd's team, Christian McCaffrey, he's projected to put up about 22 points. But that's because the Niners, again, if he was on a different team, like when he was on the Panthers, he didn't do very well. I don't know if you guys know this. The Niners picked him up last season, okay, from the Carolina Panthers. Gave up a bunch of, draft picks to pick him up. And it has obviously very apparently been exceptionally worth it. But under the Carolina Panthers coaching and system, he was not utilized there correctly. The Niners have absolutely made this player a star, right? And he's done tremendously well in the 49ers system. So, and that's exceptional to see. But it's again, that's what I get down to, right? You guys know that Odell Beckham Jr., right? Everybody knows that name, right? Well, he still plays football, by the way. I think he's on the Cleveland Browns. And under that system, he may not do very well, right? He may not play very well in a system with a certain quarterback and all those things. He has to have a combined two great things, for him to score all those points. So, but Jefferson's obviously in a decent system, and he's always projected to do a lot. Uno's bench, so I would say in his flex spot, his wide receiver, See, Flowers right here is projected to actually do more points, but obviously Uno believes that Dell will put up more points against Pittsburgh. So that is the way he's picked that. And again, that's what I look at. I look at matchups a lot more than that. Josh Allen is going against Miami. Again, Miami. Their defense has scored a little bit of points, but not a ton. It has been more so their offense that has scored a ton of points. So again, but also teams that have played against Miami have also put up some points, not a ton. That has been the offset there, right? Miami scored all the points. You know, we look at last week where Miami put up 70 points versus a team that scored 20 points, right? And so, again, not to put down the defense of Miami. Obviously, they are playing well when the offense is playing well. But it also helps when your offense is putting up a bunch of points. It makes you play more freely and not have to play so reserved, right? So we shall see what happens in this game. Obviously, Brock Purdy facing Arizona is one of those things, right? A division rival. You want to play well against those teams. So we shall see what happens this week in that matchup. Okay, J-Chat versus Fortnites. J-Chat's 2-1. Fortnite Wednesdays is 0-3, but projected to do better. And I would actually say Tag will probably play well, but again, it's a division rival, and they're in Buffalo. And Buffalo defense totally slaughtered last week. They scored a ton of points last week. They had like 9 sacks, 4 interceptions. So this will be your real testament to this team this week, the Miami team, right here. See, again, using those people with wide receiver abilities in multiple spots right here. As you can see on Uno of the Mrs. Kind's team, she has 2 tight ends in. My guess would be that her bench players are not faring too well. Yeah, Ayuk still questionable for Sunday's game. Again, out with that week 2, like literally like first series, got something like pulled like in his neck. I don't know if it was a collarbone or something, but just took a wrong hit, and it was just like, you know, like couldn't, like very unbearable pain, and it was more of that he couldn't turn his head, right? Because it was a constant pain and pulling. So when you do that, right, even though you may try to push through the pain, you're still not 100%, right? You just can't freely turn, right? Just freely catch, right? So, yeah, it's probably unfortunate that she's going to have Ayuk on the bench, even though Ayuk might play. And obviously sticking with Tag and keeping Burrow on the bench this week, which is kind of funny to see. Whoa. J-Chat has 2 IRs. IR, and then questionable. Okay, so everybody that J-Chat has currently in is currently able to play. I think this is hilarious, by the way, that he has 2 running backs for 2 separate teams that are both B. Robinsons. I think it's hilarious. And then in his flex spot, he has a running back for Jacksonville. And again, none of his running backs, but again, none of the running backs in our league score a bunch of points, didn't score a bunch of points, so... Okay, this is going to be a big one right here. Ender VR is looking to make a comeback this week and win against Honda. I'm not going to go into their benches because their benches really don't matter. Of course, he's got Keenan Allen in that #1 spot now and Diggs in the #2 because Keenan Allen has put up so many monstrous points. I do believe that Keenan Allen will not have as good a week as he did last week, but we shall see. It's a division rival, and again, that division rival matchup, right? They always play a little bit different. You don't have as monstrous as a week, especially when you have a big week the week before. He's still got Chase, who hasn't put up a bunch of points for him. He's just had, you know, again, playing in Cincinnati, and that the Joe Burrow is struggling, right? When your quarterback, the person that's throwing you the ball the most, is struggling, that also means that you as the player is going to struggle as a wide receiver. He's got Pittman, and their team's okay. Josh Jacobs, man, just not been having the best year, which is really unfortunate. But again, it's a running back, and they don't do that much. Okay. Buffalo will not, again, and I'm going to say this again, Buffalo will not have as good as a week as they had last week. Allen will be fine. They will play from behind, and no Mike Williams after the torn ACL. Uno has something to say, huh, Uno? That's funny. Okay, let's get into tight end versus the Dodd. Wow, Dodd's tight end is not going to do very well, and he's got a questionable running back in right now, an Eckler for the Chargers. It's probably, here's the thing, when you see people in, And again, like I said before, Christian McCaffrey projected 23.77 points. It's one of those things in a correct system for certain players, you just excel, right? It's just the way it is. Why do you think Gronk didn't excel on other teams, but with Tom Brady, he did, right? He looked better. He played better, right? It's kind of one of those things. I don't know. In the right system. Herbert versus Cousins over here. Yeah, we'll see. Again, division rival. Not a division rival, so you know what I mean? But they're at Carolina. Who knows? Cousins could probably have a better game. Again, Adams will probably actually have a decent day against division rival. Again, maybe not like he did. What was it? Was it last week that he had a really good week? Put up a bunch of points, like 30-something points. Not a bunch, but and not or a ridiculous amount, but put up a really good amount, like 27 or 30-something points like that. He could probably make this 17 points against division rival. So we shall see. Again, got that moisture in. You guys already see what the projection is. Again, this guy last week scored 45 points for Understadt. He's now projected to put in 11 points, so we shall see. You know, a matchup like this, right, that is so close for Tight End University versus Dodd. And again, I don't put Dodd's team down, but you know, this matchup could come down to like a defense or a kicker. Like a kicker, like scoring a ton of ridiculous points, like 12 or 18 points, and you know that person wins by 10 points, where they're currently projected. Now again, Dodd has the, I want to say it's second highest, right? Or no, maybe it's third. Maybe it goes Honda, then Crazy Craze, then Dodd. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but something like that. Okay, so then it's me versus Crazy Craze. Obviously, I'm a dog. Debo's questionable. Against division rival, I would say that he's going to be fine, and I probably need to put Brown in because he's playing Washington. So, as you can see right there, my IR, Aaron Rodgers out week 1. I don't know. I actually might pick up Love again really quick. Yeah, because Stroud versus Pittsburgh, I don't know. He could do good. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with him one more week. But I feel like Love could have a good game against Detroit tonight. Yeah, I don't have the best running back core, but again, our points aren't based on running backs. I'm probably going to take Edwards out. So, yeah, I don't know. The only thing I'm questioning is if I should pick up Love tonight. But but again, now looking at what we now know, I know he plays in 40 minutes. That's what I'm saying. He plays against Detroit on Thursday Night Football in Lambeau. But the problem with that is that every time I pick up a player, it puts me further down the waiver wire instead of the fact that I'm in last place. So, doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll probably do it. Let's pick up Love. We're losing time on getting that one game in. So, let's do it quick. We'll drop Stroud. Yeah, we'll pick up Love at 5:15 today. Okay, putting Love back in the spot. All right, and then why is Burrito only projected to score 5 points? Oh, they're playing Seattle. Is that why? No way. We're probably going to put A.J. Brown back in over Calvin. And it's really a question if I leave Debo in. For now, I'm probably just going to put in Calvin over Debo. Only because Debo's questionable. But I'm probably going to have Debo in by Sunday. Just saying. Although I always like that it's a Sunday night game, right? So, oh no, 6:30 a.m. Oh, they're playing across the pond. That's right. Oh, that's right. This is a Toy Story game. I forgot about this. If you guys don't know this already, they're doing like something weird. It's like a Toy Story, like they're doing like a virtual thing, and they're gonna have Tom Hanks and, or I should say, not Tom Hanks, but they're gonna have Toy Story characters basically doing the voices of their characters, basically doing the game. My guess would be, so I don't know if you guys know this, that Tom Hanks's brother sounds just like him. And so what Tom Hanks does is anybody that comes to him and says, hey, can you do voice acting work for us? He says, no, you need to hire my brother. And so his brother does all the, on the toys, on all the Woody toys or anything that you want Tom Hanks to be recorded, not act, be recorded in his voice. His brother does all the voice acting for his brother. Little fact you guys didn't know. Okay, so there you go. As long as my kicker and my defense are still good this week, yep, we're good to go. I don't know why Breida would be projected. Is Saquon back this week? Oh, Saquon's back. Thank you for that, Uno. Well, with that known, I probably should. If Hill is just questionable, I probably have to put Justice Hill back in. We'll see. Or it's either going to be Edwards or Hill. I don't know. I just keep playing the fact that Hobbins got hurt that first week as running back. So maybe, I'm trying to utilize the fact that they have to use the other guys to be running backs. But then again, Lamar Jackson just ends up running the ball instead of giving it to the actual running back. So there's that. All right. Well, there you go. We're set up for the week. Let's jump into some Fortnite. Looks like Uno might be ready for the one game. The one and done. You just got to grab lightsabers, Uno. We win. I think Dodd's joining us too. Oh, I can fix that. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Okay. Let's get Uno of the Mr. Kaiman. Wait. What? Sagi's playing Apex. Oh, that's kind of legit. You guys see that Uno and that Uno and I have the same character on right now, and the fact that his character just tilted his head at like the perfect moment. Edwards will be the starter. Okay, we can fix that really quick. See, I don't know that stuff. I have to rely on Uno for the help. Okay, Edwards. Did I have him in? Oh, I did. Oh, wait. Did it not save any of my changes? What the heck? Do I have to hit save? Doesn't it auto-save? Why did it not save? Okay, well, I got Edwards in. We got to put Herbert in. Okay. Now let's see if that's saved now. That's weird. Did I hit back or something? Is that what happened? Okay, there we go. Edwards will still be primary. Lamb, Ridley. Okay. A.J. Brown, Hunter Henry. Yep. Oh, Waller versus Seahawks. Or Hunter Henry versus Dallas. I'm probably going to go Waller versus Seahawks here. Even though Hunter Henry has had good weeks here and there, I don't know. I think I have more faith in Waller versus Seahawks on a Monday night. Although that could mean nothing. Who knows? Okay. Is Dodd joining us or what? Dodd said he's okay. There's Dodd. Let's get them both in a party for our one game. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, hello. Uno, thank you for the fantasy football advice in a rigged fantasy football league by a questionable commissioner.
You know, when there's corruption at the top, have to stick together.
He's bought and paid for by the Honda Enterprise. Honda Industries. All right, let's get our one and done. Let's get this win and take our crowns and go. 1 hour Thursdays, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me as always. A pleasure.
Always. The pleasure is ours.
Only one thing I can say about that. And I'll do it. Whoa! Die! Wow, I don't know, man. I know that you and Uno are cool, but I don't know if you're that cool. Wow, that was you know what, Uno? I apologize for him. Okay.
Well, you know, sometimes
you have this.
You have to question.
Exactly. Because when the people get called out for their corruption, they're always going to come and you know what I mean. He's not going to base his arguments on facts. He's gonna attack your character.
Tell me what's corruption. Tell me what the corruption is. What was the corruption, please? You can talk about facts, please. Demonstrate them.
It is a fact that the team in last place is not #1 in waivers. That is a fact.
Yeah, that's how it's consistently always been.
Makes sense. Yeah, it seems like a real.
So what you're saying is, if someone's in first place, they lose their star running back, that they lose the rest of the year because they're not in last place, can never pick anyone up, because everyone else in the league will pick people up every week instead of them. Or the opposite is we have a waiver process that is based off of where you drafted. So if you had the last draft pick, you get first in the waiver wire. And once you use that, you go down to last. So it makes you be a manager to decide when does someone use their waiver on player. Do you wait?
Hold on. But placement changes every week, right?
No, only if they use it on the waiver.
No,
For instance,
but I'm saying your place of where you're standing as far as standing in the league, right? That truly should change every week, right? So when somebody's in dead last and they continue to be in dead last, they shouldn't have priority in the waiver wire.
No, that's what you do.
Okay, now hold on. So right now, once the waiver wire is finished, right? Anybody can pick up any free agent to play right now, right?
Okay.
Okay. So hold on. So that would also mean that if somebody past the waiver wire that lost their star first round pick running back and they're sitting first in the league, so they didn't get to have the first pick, first waiver right away, right? So they wouldn't be able to pick up a quote unquote second star running back. But they can definitely draft running backs or, you know, pick up picks once the waiver wire is done. So it's only that first pick in the waiver wire, right?
Well, so for instance, I would have to go look at who's where, what position. But in my other league, for instance, I have.
Okay, we're not. I know. Hold on, we're not worried about.
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same principle. But what I'm saying is, it hurts me just as much as anything else. In the other league, I have that same running back that is out for the league. I lost a wide receiver that's on IR, and I have one other player that is out on IR, Mike Williams. I was 0-2 going on 0-3, and because I had a 4th pick overall, I did not have a good waiver wire position to start.
I understand. Okay, but I don't want to focus on your other leagues. I want to focus on.
No, it's the same. It's It's the same. There's no.
I understand,
anything against it.
but it's not the same, right? Because this is for
No, it's
bragging
exactly
rights,
the same.
and it's shown on a pretty big up and coming streamers platform. So we want to make sure that we see it as fair for certain bitcoms or mods that may not understand that, but the way they look at it and the bitcoms look at it is they see that somebody who's in dead last or maybe even second to last is not getting picks that they probably should be able to get, not based on draft picks.
Well, sometimes when you draft, you maybe wanted to pick up maybe some running backs instead of filling the wide receivers were always the #1 place.
No, but that's not what would be the question about the specific player, right? We're talking about picking up players as the season progresses. I'm just telling you how the bitcoms. I'm just looking at how the bitcoms perceive the league right now.
This is exactly the same as last year. Nothing has changed. So I understand if someone who didn't understand it or didn't take the time to read the instructions on it.
Read the contract. Okay, you know what?
No,
I'm moving
there's
over.
instructions on there.
I'm
saying
moving over.
If people didn't read it, I understand.
All I'm saying is that the majority of the bitcoms and the majority of people observing the league again, and there's a lot of
Have
people
no
observing,
clue observing who hasn't done anything regarding the league. So if you want to say people in the bitcoms maybe have a question, feel free. Like I've always said, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions when it comes to the league.
Right. So again, when the bitcoms feel that there may be some undertone of something not being seen as fair, which Biggy T is always about fairness, right? So like when something is not perceived as being fair, is that something that probably needs to be looked at?
Please tell me how it's fair for whoever had the last draft pick, right?
No, and I get that. Going into week 1, I 100% agree with you, right? Going into first week, they're high stakes.
Trying to find.
Oh, throw him down.
I was right here. How do you know I was right here?
Oh boy.
This guy was like waiting for me. Did I get like marked or something?
Oh.
And then it made my car go my car trying to get that up.
I'm not gonna get that card. They finished.
I'm getting out. Red. Ooh! He still got me! Dude, look at you. Dude, no way he got me going up the stairs perfectly with a shotgun, bro.
So there's 3 types of waiver wires. There's an auction waiver wire.
What's an option waiver wire?
An auction one is you start out with $100.
No, okay, an auction waiver. Yeah. Me and Nuno were talking about this. No. All we're saying is we understand that the waiver wire is going to change. I agree with, listen, we all agree that coming into first week, there's no way to decide what the waiver wire is other than the way you were forced to draft, right?
But my thing is this.
That doesn't-
why should
but
a player, I know, but why should a team get punished because their player got hurt?
But you're not being punished. Not everybody's going to use the waiver wire league. But all we're
I'm
saying
saying
is that the person that's in second overall in the league, why are they able to take a player over somebody that's 9th or 8th in the league with either 0 wins or 1 win?
Because they hadn't used their waiver position. It's just, that's how when it's going in this games, is that's the way it goes.
But the
So it's
football
on to
and
take into
injuries all change week to week, right? We all know that, and we agree with that. We understand. But so
Yeah,
here's
but
what I'm
why
saying.
is it
Hold on.
last? So no.
Hold on. So hold on.
One
So let me give you a point. Hold on. So hold on. Let me just finish my point really quick. How much time do we have left? Okay. I think we have time to run over. So here, to my point, so somebody's in ninth place, and their first round pick also had the same thing happen, right? And somebody else is sitting first in the league, and their star wide receiver gets first. Why do they get a pick over them?
Why shouldn't they?
They're sitting second overall in the league with
So, and that player's out for the season.
and
So
the
that
same thing for
person is
ninth.
now-
So the same thing
so
for
they
ninth.
have to drop right. So they have to drop down all the way down to 8th and 9th place, 10th place before they can pick a good player up.
It's only on the one pick though. It's only on one player. We're talking about one player on the waiver wire,
No,
right?
it's whoever. What I'm saying is, if I'm in first place,
Hold on. So here's what. So okay.
Second
So I
place,
guess the
third
question
place,
I have.
fourth place.
Hold on. I guess here let's switch it up and go to racetrack because we've got lots of. Okay. So here's my question. So you're telling me that if I am quote unquote first on the waiver wire, okay?
correct.
If I'm first, I can pick up 3 picks over everybody else.
One. No,
But that, okay, so that's my point. Is we're only talking about one pick. We're talking
yeah,
about
but
one
it could be.
specific player.
But the whole idea is you are a manager of your team.
I
Using
understand
the
that,
waiver-
but here's the thing.
right,
It's,
then
it's a
use it-
very,
I'm just telling you.
it's a very friendly league. We're not playing for money other than bragging rights, right? It's one of those
But
things where when somebody's sitting in 9th place, they're always, or even 10th place, they're going to see it as unfair that somebody who's sitting in first place gets a pick over them because they're a quote
because
unquote
it's the
manager of
biggest
team.
BS. It's the biggest BS. If you're doing a good job managing your team, someone, are you guys coming over here or not? Over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I totally forgot.
It's the biggest BS if you have a good team, your guy is out, and you can never pick up any person every week because everyone else is in front of you picking up the good players, and then you
But those are
lose
people
every
that are
game.
below you. But those are
No,
oh.
no, it doesn't matter every week because you're gonna
I
be
thought
first place.
it was not Dot that hit it. I thought you were there because I didn't have my audio up. I have the discussion up, so I didn't have any. I'm sorry,
So you're.
And I know
you
Uno's
just
gonna
because
say-
the person.
Uno's gonna say, Biggie, it's also a visual game. There's no way that you didn't see me not there, and you are right.
So what you guys
Sir,
want to do?
it's a
you
visual
want it to
game.
be
Please act in
available.
turn. Don't please don't act in a turn.
You guys want to make it available that if you're in first place,
And then
the
he
person
hits
gets hurt,
the slap.
you get punched.
Okay, I didn't know. No, I didn't know you were on my. Okay, obviously my mind is somewhere else right now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna walk away. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I'm going up here, guys. I'm gonna get away from you now.
Oh, you get shot and killed. So I
Yeah,
will
go back,
trigger
go
down
back.
on either. Alamo 2027. I know.
No eyes on anybody over there.
It's to your left, an ordinary.
Okay.
It's all moving. Yes. So if I'm in first place, right, and I'm 3-0, I won't get a pick again
That
for
week,
another 3 to 4
that-
weeks.
that-
no,
no,
for another
that-
3 or 4 weeks.
That's not
Because
true.
I'm yes, because I will not go down that far. So I'm still gonna have
He's right
at
here.
least if I want 3-1 next
Broken, whited.
I'll still have at least 3, 4, like 5 people being able to take each week, and then the next week, and the next week. And you're only hoping, and the only thing that is you're hoping then at that point that the other people are having injuries that someone freaking is good enough for you to pick up at that point.
Oh, where's Dot?
I play in
Got it.
I play in 5 leagues, 4
Exactly.
are exactly like this, and 1
I
is an option
know,
league.
but okay.
I know,
right.
but there is no other thing. We have a big bench, right? We have a very large bench for this.
Oh, I don't.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know if I
We
can
have
do
6
that.
people. I got 3 and 4 on my other one, so 6 people is a big bench.
I think it's actually 5. You can have 1 on IR. It's actually 5.
No, I have no one on IR. We have 6 people on the bench.
No way.
You're gonna kill whoever it was.
Yeah.
We did. But we still got knocked somehow.
Were we allowed Gotta go in these flames or no?
No. I'm getting
I
a
mean, you're
Soka.
allowed to. However,
Yes, sorry. You are allowed to. Like, the game's not going to stop you.
Right.
you will be punished, but you are allowed.
So like you're saying is this week you had one really good player that you would wanted to pick up. That doesn't happen every week. There's not always a good player every week to pick up. So
Correct.
If I was,
right, exactly.
right. So if I did well, now I'm going to be punished for weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks. That happened many of times in other leagues.
But if you're a good, but if you're a manager of your team, that shouldn't be a problem, right?
No, if that's your star player, that's why you are careful on the waiver wire to do it. Otherwise, you can't ever win back.
What do you mean? That's not true. Your whole team isn't based on one player, right?
In some of my leagues, it is because the rest of my team sucked.
Oh my god.
So at this point in time, depending upon what you did on there, you now have, you're the number 5 waiver. Honda went down to 8. So that means Hitman used his also, Numero Uno used theirs also. All 3 of those people use their waivers. I got someone over here.
Where'd you guys go?
On my way.
I went back to Uno. Went back to the racetrack.
Headed to God now.
Man, I had a chance to hit that
7101.
guy with the EMP and I couldn't hit him because he's on the bike.
Yeah.
Dude, I got shields. I had no shields. They're pushing on me now. I know shields, you guys still weak.
There's not BITCOMMS in this.
That's the one. Nice shot.
Hit him for 105.
Hit the other one for 43. Oh, it's a full team of 3. I need to back up. I'm gonna go to Mega City and Res Dot. Oh no, wait, we gotta get his card.
There we go.
Yep.
There's one to your left. Flying in the air, coming to your left now.
Yep.
Are they really just like holding on?
They are here.
Yep.
Got one knocked, but I'm
Okay, there's one on me.
got an elim. He's landing on me now.
Can I come back to you now?
Oh, they're both here.
Yeah.
Gotta hit the ice wall.
No! What is... Oh my gosh, there's a 3rd guy here!
Nice job taking the 3rd guy. That was.
What am I doing?
That arrow goes the other way.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm just trying to swim. I'm hurting somebody.
Yep, that's probably good.
I'm hurting somebody! No ammo, by the way.
The absolute last thing you needed was to know there was somebody up there.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh.
It was the Rift event. So bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to Dodge card. Okay. Let's go. You gotta run. Nice. Let's take damage like that. Okay, so let's go to Mega City then.
Might as well, right?
Dude, that was crazy, bro. I got stuck in the air. I'm literally just hovering, free shots on me.
And somehow makes it out alive.
I still made it out of one. Hold on, I just need to pick up 200 gold.
You might as well.
Infinite money glitch? Infinite money? I just had to do it. I wonder if you could res, and if you start to get shot at, the lightsaber will start dodging bullets.
This would be fantastic.
Biggy the confused Jedi. You know what, Rohit? That's not true. I'll tell you who the confused Jedi is. Ender's Dodge. They closed the vault. Remember how the vaults are open? There's like 2 chests in them.
Yeah.
The
They're
vault
closed
right here.
completely now, huh?
Yeah, that one. At least the one here at Mega City was just was.
Wow.
Pizza on me and gold burst subby. Island behind us. I'm gonna go to this, guys.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Pizza here on the way back.
Yeah, there's no way anybody's back here for it.
I'm just gonna carry the last 2 slices if we need it.
Okay, I'm gonna push it on and over aisle. On flag.
I'm gonna go get a lightsaber.
Good.
And I'll be back.
bunch of heals here for you guys. Guess I should be enhanced. There is 3 slurps up here. Just here. Oh, that's not. Like I just heard. Oh, not us on the rift.
Oh, I'm in the rift right now, but the first one was not me.
I'm waiting to see if they're gonna come on the house. I'm gonna try to force them off if they do.
Oh, I found out today you don't take damage if you get force pushed off this island.
Yeah, so I've only known that. I would have guessed that, I should say, because I've done it and not gotten the limbs.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it to a guy today, and he immediately came back
Oh,
and
wow.
was not happy about it.
You were not, or he was not?
He was not. He was not happy about getting force pushed off.
Twice. Cyberpunk in Fortnite? No. I know I didn't do the title again because there was more pressing issues, and we got a win yesterday. So like I felt like it felt wrong to put that title in today. Plus, it's not an extended Thursday like it has been, you know.
Shots southwest.
Trust me, there was thoughts that went into it, Uno, the Mrs. Kind.
Over here on this hill. There's 3 of them. We could jump over there and frickin' back door.
You want to? Okay.
Boy, do I ever.
You mean backdoor, how you backdoor some fancy football?
Exactly.
Wow.
They're below us, right?
Yeah, they're down here. Let me
Oh,
know
yeah,
when you're
yeah.
ready.
Yep,
I'm
go
here,
ahead.
I'm here.
Take shots.
They're taking shots at me.
I whited
down.
the spider woman.
Another one down.
The Spidey win. Oh, are they getting shot at now?
Yeah, remember they were shooting somebody, so we backdoored.
Oh, they were shooting a llama.
Oh.
All the loot's down here.
Us versus
There's a rift
4
here.
teams. We could probably take the rift right here in a second when circle closes, or we
Yeah.
can go now. Up to you guys.
Let me go over there.
Let's take it now, and let's just get height in new circle.
Okay, come on.
We can get height right above Mega City. My mark, I think, should be height-ish.
I'll come down.
We're waiting.
Okay. Did it. Alright. Or not.
Just one.
Okay, you can play with that too much. You can play
Alright,
with
let's
that
go.
Too much.
The hill above Mega may not be in this circle.
Are we just trying
You
to
still
get height
not
on
going
the
your mark?
buildings?
Or we're going high?
We can just go height on a building here. I was gonna try to go ahead and get to the what I thought might be the next circle, but
Yeah, it's tough not having forecast.
yeah.
2 teams?
Yep, 2 teams. Either duo or trio solo. My guess is trio solo. Did Uno just get popped at?
I think
Yep,
so.
yep. Right here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 there for sure. I don't know if there's a.
Oh yeah. It's heading up the mountain now. Right behind these trees. Yep. Mark's good.
54?
Yeah, I'm trying to break the trees for you guys because I don't have an actual distance gun. Broke 1 tree. Somebody's flying. I just got popped.
Somebody's
at.
flying.
Yeah.
Oh, is this on
This
me?
guy
Coming up to me.
So I think it's duo, guys, because we saw 2 over there, and I think there's 2 that were just on Uno.
Yeah, I think it's duo.
There's 4 people. Let's see, what, 6 total? I think it's duo single.
I hit that guy for 24
There's only
blue.
6 people left.
Yeah, guy right below me.
This guy right here, I just hit him for shield. Hit him again.
I'm gonna go down and fight him.
Are you? Oh, Uno's almost dead.
Nah.
Us
Elam.
versus, okay, yeah, us versus 2. Dropped a crown.
He might have.
Nice, good job, Uno. You're still alive, that's all that matters.
Go back. I've got a chest up here. I should have some heals.
Okay.
I mean, I've still got a slurp too, but
Gotta get in.
yep, getting the slurp real quick. And he's gonna have height on this building, I'm pretty sure. He took the grind rail over.
Die. Perfect. You get hit. Behind me.
Coming back to you guys. I'll
Got
try to
laser
get
gun. Knocked one.
Nice.
Check.
He's got a crown, Dodd. Finish him and get the crown.
I'm here with you.
Take a drink real quick. You get hit from up above.
No
He's
eyes.
up high.
Oh
He's
yeah,
up
yeah,
high.
I see.
Where up high? Do you know which building?
The building straight across from us.
Yeah,
So he has to come our way.
yeah, he has to come back.
I hear it. Is he on the pink mark? Is that where he's at?
He's over on that. He was on that building, but I'm looking around.
I haven't seen him come off yet. I just heard a zip. Somewhere. Yeah, he's low. 24 blued.
Yep.
He jumped back in the window.
Yeah, he's coming across to me.
Yep. He's down. No, I don't see him yet. Right down below.
That's okay.
He's right below us. He's going up. He's zipping behind you.
I forced him into storm. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's going left. He's over here.
Yeah, he's on the zip. He's dead in storm. There's just no way. Told you. Biggy got him. Get out of here. Okay, you know what, Staten? Watch your mouth. Gosh. And unfortunately, you're starting to rub off on Uno. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate it. 1 Hour Thursdays has gone overtime to get that win, but it was worth it. And we are not now winless. Uno of the Mrs. Kind. Uno beats his own drum.
It was the crown victory.
Well, for you and Dodd, okay? I didn't want to bring that part up. I know. You guys got the win. I get it. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to leave the party in case you guys decide to stay on and run some more. So thank you.
I am.
Alrighty, BitComms. That was a little overtime on a 1 Hour Thursday. Hold on, I'm still just trying to take pictures of stats and stuff. Ender's Dodd gets 5 right there. Oh, you guys can see it? Okay, the 5 is Ender's Dodd, by the way. Uno's 2 and Biggy T is 3. I guess I don't get credit for that force out a limb, right? So I guess that counts as. Sorry, jeez, they're really excited to be over. I guess that just counts as they just fall to storm, right? So I guess I don't get credit for that, but That's literally how me and Uno have gotten wins the last 2 days. Just going, foot, going to storm, foot, going to storm. And they just get full set to storm. There's like, too much damage. There you go, BitCommS. Thank you. I technically could have got a crown victory. Had I been able to eliminate him and collect his crown before we got the win. He can give you plenty of... Oh, well... I mean, it's only one game. He can still give you plenty of advice, by the way. He can still give you plenty of advice. Remember, you guys can... free agency, you guys can pick up picks all you want today and everything. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? You guys are able to... you know, again, we feel that we have discrepancies about the waiver wire. Dodd just basically disagrees. That's where we're at this point. Dodd disagrees with the way the waiver wire... okay. Well, how about this? When you get off in about 15 minutes, he can give you all the advice you need. Unless he's got to go to Tumble or whatever. Tumble class. But thank you all so much, BitCommS. Oh, it's broken. 50% of the vote, by the way, it's broken. Between you and me, what are your thoughts on this fantasy football thing? And it's broken, and Dodd is picking favorites. That's 75 total percent of all the votes. Just saying. Oh, he's still playing with his twins. That's okay. They got plenty of time. So, you know what I mean? They're not like out here just, being a Judas. You know what I mean? At least he's, honest about, his intentions with stuff, So let Uno be Uno on his, weekend. Very shortened, now that he works night shift weekend. So, but hey, he can still give you advice for sure. He hates me. Wow, that's strong, okay? That's strong to say. Oh, they're still in the lobby with me. Awkward. All right, well, that's going to do it, BitCommS. Thank you all so much. You guys know, near and dear to me, that you guys join me for a portion of your day. This is 1 Hour Thursday. I will see you all tomorrow. Bow Tie Friday. You all take care.